and good evening. And it's your boy here for another podcast, the Single Man Travel to Asia podcast. And I'm doing something a bit different today. Not doing the regular, something a little bit different. So I know you guys that come in, usually you guys are here for discussions of Thailand travel, going out to Thailand. And you guys want to go out to Philippines and all of that. So, we're doing a bit of a different type of a podcast today where we discuss the Chinese nuclear-powered carrier, which is under construction. Only revealed yesterday that we learned, but apparently the actual the carrier has been under construction for at least 1 year, because the photos are almost 1 year old of these pieces of this carrier that are under construction. So almost 1 year old pictures of a carrier, nuclear powered, and very, very large nuclear powered carrier. So this carrier, from my understanding, and based on the modules that we're going to review later on in this podcast, you guys are going to see that this is a very big warship, bigger than any warship ever built before. So it's big. So we're gonna get into it today. So I do thank you guys for coming in. I mean, you're gonna have a good time tonight, and we'll do some different things as well. But I really wanted to review a lot of the information that's coming out in regards to this very big carrier. All right, so CM1 is in the house, man. What's going on, guy? Thank you for popping in. Yeah, we're talking nuclear powered carriers, guys. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's just the news is so fascinating to me because the Chinese had come out with a carrier maybe about 3 years ago. They came out with a conventionally powered super carrier, whatever, like a flat top, not with the ski jump. That was 3 years ago. So they revealed it. It's still in sea trials. So that carrier, the Fujian, which is the Type 003, is still in sea trials. Yo, man, what's up? Wild and Afraid, man. Thank you for coming into my chat, guys. So, yeah. So you guys know, man, it's going to be a wild night. It's a Friday night here, guys. It's Friday night. Thank you guys for popping into my stream tonight. We're going to do it up. We're going to go in a bit hardcore tonight. And I appreciate that you boys came through tonight to come into my stream. We could chill out. We're going to discuss aircraft carriers and all that. So I don't know if you guys are into aircraft carriers. And we're into technology. And and listen here. This is not the first time in the past month that China has done something totally whack. Like, China has been going in. China's been going in. Like we say in our genre, China has been going in. Like a couple of weeks ago, they released this AI modeling. They call it DeepSeek, And then before that, a couple of weeks before that, or actually last week, they revealed this super duper assault ship. The largest one, I think it is the largest assault ship ever built. The Type 076. Which is the biggest assault ship ever built. It can carry all your helicopters or stealth planes or whatever. And they released that about a week ago. So every week, China's coming out with some nonsense. And I remember maybe, was it a month ago? About a month and a half ago in December, they came out with these two 6th generation stealth fighter bombers or strike fighters. So China's been going off, man. China's going in. And it's like, it's rapid. I already said, like, it seemed like every day China got something to show you every day of the week. And we're just trying to keep up here. But anyways, let's continue going in, guys. Let's go in, man. This is wild, wild stuff, man. And I appreciate that you guys came into my chat to discuss this and go in on this. We're not talking about the regular stuff. We're not talking about the Thailand ladies. We can talk about Thailand ladies. What I could do maybe is, if that's something that you guys are into, if you're into talking about Thailand or Philippines or anything like that, we can do a stream afterwards and talk about Thailand and that. Yeah. Is that point? No, it's not, man. No, no, I don't have any. I don't watch that, man. I'm an old man. I'm not a young guy. I'm not some young guy. I'm an older man, I don't really watch that, I go to Thailand time to time. I go there. I go to Philippines. I always go to Philippines. But, yeah, I don't have any more. But anyways, let's continue on, guys. So where was I? Let me continue on. So let's take a look at this, what we believe is this, this ship, this warship that's coming down the pipe. So yeah, it's a big ship. I think it's gonna be the Type 004, which is gonna be a big ship. Now this is the Type 003, which is the actual current carrier that the Chinese have right now. So they have this carrier right now, which is a conventionally powered. I think it's in the sea trial stage right now, and yeah, they're testing it out, see how it goes. If it floats, I guess they're testing the radars and testing the onboard anti-air systems and all that. Testing the catapults. The catapults on this Type 003. So when the Chinese released the Type 003, it did have one capability that was, I guess you could say, it was a peculiar type of ability, considering that it was conventionally powered. It was actually fitted with an electromagnetic catapult system. They call it an EMALS. Okay, so that's a very high tech system, so to say. You could say that is a very high tech kind of a system for the catapult launch of the fighters. Now, here's the thing. I'm just gonna go into with you guys here is that previously, the Chinese, when they first started getting into this whole building carriers game, they had taken the Russian designed type of a carrier. Like the Russians have a carrier called the Kuznetsov, or Kuznetsov. I don't know how you pronounce it, but something like that. And it had a ski jump. So basically, the planes are kind of propelled into the air by a ramp at the bow of the ship, and then it gets the planes into the air. So it was like an old school way of getting an aircraft carrier without fully committing to the cost, the expense, the technical prowess that you would need to build a proper hardcore flat top like the United States has, like France has, and so forth. So yeah. So they put on this carrier, which was a conventionally powered carrier. And here's the thing with the electromagnetic catapult system, you need a lot of power. And the one thing that was kind of shocking to a lot of people was that this was not a nuclear powered carrier. It's a conventionally powered carrier. Okay, and it is it's a conventionally powered carrier, and it has a very power intensive piece of technology on board. So most people, when it came out, they were like, well, if it doesn't have nuclear power, the range is going to be limited. It's not going to be able to, scare the United States in any way, shape, or form. But another thing that you have to remember is when you're talking about China and you're talking about the United States, is that China operates close to home. The United States operates, in a distant locales. It doesn't operate close to its actual home port in the United States. They have bases all over the world, but they're kind of far removed from their actual home bases in the United States. But the whole thing with China's Navy is going to be in China's neighborhood. It's going to be right there in China's neighborhood, which kind of offsets a lot of the advantages that the United States Navy should have, because it's a more advanced Navy. It's a bigger Navy. Well, not bigger, but it's a more technologically advanced Navy. It's got a heavier tonnage, it's got bigger warships. But that advantage that the United States should have is kind of negated by the fact that, the whole thought process is that any conflict that takes place between China and the United States is going to take place off the coast of China. So China's going to have a really the home field advantage if there does become a conflict, which is why the United States may not actually be able to operate inside of that perimeter in the South China Sea, inside the first island chain, because the Chinese defense is on the continental Eurasian continent. So China will be operating on a continent, and the United States will be operating on ships and a couple of islands like Guam or Okinawa. And the problem is that those are very small targets, which could obviously... Yo, Daniel, what's up? Thank you for popping into my stream. Oh, jeez, what's going on here? I'll have to turn my thing off here for 1 second there. So, so that, that's going to cause some problems for the, that's going to cause a lot of problems for the United States. If there is a conflict, Taiwan or off the coast, South China Sea, Straits of Malacca, this is going to be a problem for the United States, is that China's going to be operating in its own plate, like in its own front yard. It's going to be very difficult to deal with, especially because the Chinese have built a very large area denial, anti-access type of system, A2AD, which makes it very hard for U.S. ships to get close to continental Asia, because there will be easy targets for Chinese subs, because China is like building a lot of these tiny little subs that they're just building them in massive quantity, a lot of subs. And with so many subs, it's just, I don't know how the U.S. could deal with all of these subs that they're planning, all of the minefields. It's going to be just a nightmare. Like, I don't even know how the U.S. Navy will get into the first island chain. If there is a conflict, China will block them out right away. It's going to be very difficult for the U.S. Navy to get in there. But anyways, let's continue on with our expose on this carrier, which is called the Type 004, which is a nuclear-powered carrier, guys. It's a nuclear-powered carrier that we've gotten the pictures, but like I said before, the pictures are like a year old, so we don't know how the progress is on this this carrier now, because the pictures that we're seeing are modules from a year ago, so who knows what the development is. But based on the pictures that I saw, based on the mock-ups and everything, the analysis is that this carrier is gonna be about, or be between, and guys, this is the scary part here. This is a very scary part. Gonna be between 110,000 tons and 120,000 tons, which is insane. It is going to be the world's largest aircraft carrier, without a doubt. It's going to be bigger by over 10,000 tons, 20,000 tons than the largest U.S. aircraft carriers, which is insane. So this is what we're getting right now. This is what we're getting right now from these satellite photos that were released. And we'll get into the satellite photos. We'll get into what the satellite photos mean. And we'll break everything down like piecemeal, so you guys all understand exactly what the U.S. is going up against, right? This is gonna be like, this ain't gonna be a walk in the park. If the U.S. go up against China, it's not gonna be no walk in the park. It's going hardcore. You know what I'm saying? These boys didn't come here to play. They came here. They're going in hardcore here. So, anyways, guys, let's start taking a look at these satellite photos. Let's do some deep analysis, man. Yeah, 3,000. Oh, yeah, they came abroad. Okay, nice. Oh, man, I hope they got a little action in Pattaya, boy. I don't know, man. I didn't know. I think Cheap Charlie was there, I think, when these soldiers came over. So I saw him talking about these soldiers. We were talking in his stream. We were talking about the aircraft carrier, and the U.S. soldiers were abroad there in Pattaya. Now, guys, if you don't know, if you just coming in because you guys want to talk about aircraft carriers, I am a single man travel to Asia channel, so I don't really talk about aircraft carriers. I talk mainly about going to Thailand or Philippines and stuff like that. But I do have a side interest where I do have a little bit of an interest in like naval and aerial technology. So I decided today I'll do a stream a bit different. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Aircraft carrier that's under construction, the Type 004, rumored to weigh up to or have a displacement of 120,000 tons, making it the world's largest aircraft carrier, which is currently under construction right now. And we're going to get into the details, man. Thank you guys for popping in. Dutch Farang is in the house, man. Welcome to the chat, guys. We on this shit, guys. We on this shit. And let's continue on. Let's start talking. Let's keep this shit going here, so you guys can, see what's going on, and we can enjoy here together. All right. So let's keep going, guys. We love Thailand. We love Thailand, guys. We Philippines. We love that. We old guys in this chat. None of us here is some young guy. You know what I'm talking about. We all old in here. So let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this aircraft carrier, boy. We're gonna be talking about this. Let's talk about this. Let's see if maybe I should move it over to this side here. Maybe it's a little better if I move it to the side, and you guys can see exactly what's going down here with this carrier. So these are the photos, guys. We now can see the photos, and I'm gonna zoom into the photos. But these are the photos from last year. How is the Japanese Navy development? I think the Japanese are quite concerned about the speed of the progress of the Chinese Navy. They're very concerned. But Japan is facing a lot of critical issues which will hinder it to ever build a navy anything close to what China has. China already has the world's largest navy. They already have the world's largest navy, but not the largest navy by total tonnage or displacement. The U.S. Navy is still bigger because they have bigger ships, but even that, China will pass the U.S. fast as well. And like I said, another thing that you need to consider the difference between China and the United States is the United States has global commitments. So that means that the United States has to have some of its navy in the Mediterranean. The United States has to have some of its navy in the Persian Gulf area. The United States has to have some of its navy in the Atlantic. The United States Navy has to have some in the Eastern Pacific. The United States has to have some of its navy in the Indian Ocean. Like, the United States has multiple worldwide commitments. It can't just say we're going to put our entire navy in the South China Sea. So even though China and the United States Navy are close in size, they're operating very, very differently. The United States is projecting power around the world. It's a global power projection. Whereas the Chinese are like, we're just going to build a huge navy. We're just going to keep it right off our coast. Big difference. That's why I say it's the U.S. going to have a lot of problems if China want to do some monkey business there in Taiwan. The problem for them is going to be that their navy is all right there, and the problem is they're building all those little subs. You know those little subs, those diesel electric subs? They're building those things like crazy. Forget about the nuclear subs, which of course the Chinese are building. But the problem is the Chinese nuclear subs are nowhere near the quality of the Russian or the American submarines. Like it's never gonna match up against the those Russian subs that are like apparently like the thing something. What's that Russian sub? The Borig class, and they have another group of subs that are really, really crazy, man. I forget what they're called, but they're like the top of the line attack subs that the Russians are building. Japan changed their law from defensive. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, because they're worried about China, right? So they had to change their law because they had to go from a defensive force to to a more offensive force. Yeah, the Yasin class. That's the Russian. That was the sub I was looking for. The Yasin class. That's the sub that the Russians built, the one that's really super crazy. That's the scariest sub that they have. They have a few scary subs. They have the Belgorod, and then they have this Yasin. The Bori subs, like they're ballistic missile subs, but they have all kinds of different subs. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to show you this picture because this is the picture that shows in detail the actual work on the modules. And you can see here in this picture, which I'm going to blow this picture up. Actually, I can blow it up right here. I just got to put my hand on it and I can blow up the picture. I want to show you what's the very interesting thing in this picture here. So if I blow it up, you can see here, if I blow up the picture, you guys can see that right there. So I don't know, I can't point to it really, but what I'm going to do is I'll try to let you guys, oh man, man, I'm a little bit, you know what, maybe I have another picture of it. Actually, I'll just keep it here, like that, that's fine. I wanted to show you guys this, I want to show you guys this module here, because this is the module, like I said, year-and-a-half old module. This picture is a year-and-a-half old. Oh man, oh man, this is gonna give up. I give up, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna give up, man. I give up. Anyways, I have another picture. I'll take another picture here. I think I have a picture with it's much more zoomed in. Maybe I can show that. Oh yeah, I have the picture zoomed in. Okay, perfect. So this is the picture zoomed in, so I didn't have to do all of that monkey business just there. I could have just zoomed in right here. So this is the module from last year. So this picture was taken last year. And you guys can see that this here, if you're looking carefully, these are the grooves where the catapult launch system goes. So you guys can see the grooves right there in that module. I don't know if you guys can see. You see there's those three kind of like steps up, 1, 2, 3 in the gray. And then in there's a groove. That groove is where the Electro or the EMALS catapult is going to go. And the piece that this is on the starboard side of the boat. This module here is the starboard side of the boat. So the thing with the Fujian is they only have the one EMALS on the starboard side. But you can clearly see on this module, which is for the starboard side here, that it has the two grooves for the two EMALS coming off of the starboard. So that means we already know without even seeing this carrier fully built, that this carrier is going to have 4 electromagnetic catapults, 4 EMALS, where the Fujian only has 3. The Fujian is 80,000 tons. This one is going to be 120,000 tons. So we already know that just by looking at this one little piece of this module, which is on the starboard side. This is like the little, yeah, actually, you know what I do? I have a picture here. I can show you guys, because I don't, maybe you guys don't even know what I'm even talking about. So what I'm going to do, I have a picture here that I can show you what I'm talking about. So this is the module right here. So you can see how it works. So you can see this would be 2. So you see 2 of these EMALS. You can see them right there that are coming to the edge of the ship on the starboard side here. And this is how we know that this is going to be a very big ship. We also know it's going to be nuclear powered, because now you got 4 EMALS. There's no way it's going to be conventionally powered with 4 EMALS. It's got to be nuclear powered. And you can see right there, they have it there labeled and everything. So you guys are getting a good chance to see this. It's insane. You know, I'm bringing it to you, boys. I'm here. I'm bringing you this shit. I'm down with this shit, man. Guys, you know my channel called Single Man Travel to Asia. You guys know that, right? I go to Asia and I hook up there with some beautiful Asian ladies. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like that. I'm a Single Man Travel to Asia channel guru, man. I love my Thailand, Philippines, Singapore, you catch me out there, man. I love that, man. I love that part of the world. I'm out there. I want to retire. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to retire out there. So, but on the side, I like doing my little single man travel to Asia vlog. I do some vlogging here and there, but I'm very busy at the same time. I don't have a lot of free time to you know, I don't have a lot of free time. I just do what I can when I can, right? Really. I'm not a guy that has a lot of free time to do a lot of vlogging. I haven't been doing a lot of vlogging lately. I've been just kind of chilling out and relaxing. I'm just trying to figure out when I get some time off work so I can go out to Thailand and or Philippines or wherever. My boys have got a lot of the guys that watch my channel. They're like, "Guy, you gotta get back out to Thailand, guy." I'm like, yeah, I know, man. As soon as I get a chance, just I'm really busy with work. I'm the chief out there, so that's the problem for me, right? So, but anyways, guys, let's continue on, man. This is your boy, the T.O. Single man travel to Asia. I'm a vlogger, yo. What's up, guys? Yo, Maximus guy, just the guy I wanted in the chat today. We're talking about this Chinese carrier, this Type 004. We got photos from last year, so these photos that we're looking at are from last year. And you can see the carrier, this module here, it has the grooves for the two electromagnetic catapults on the starboard side. So the Fujian, the one that they released a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, they put that one into service. That one only has one EMALS on the starboard side. This one has two. So this thing is gonna do some damage. This got two. That means this for sure. This ship is gonna be nuclear powered, man. So yeah, around the bunch. You guys are brutal, man. I don't know why there's so much racism against Indians, guys. I work with these guys. It's all right. I'm just, I'm not for Trump and Elon bringing in 100 million, but within reason, it's okay. And listen, a lot of people in my country here, Canada, we all about to retire anyway, so nobody's gonna be here to do any work. So we need people here to work, man. If we don't have any people, it's gonna be really hard for us to find people to do specific tasks, and things are gonna get a lot harder here because we don't have the population to support. So we do need immigrants. I'm not totally against immigration, but I don't want to be flooded with people, especially just from one country. The thing that I liked about immigration is that you get a little bit of a variety of different people from other countries, like a little Philippines, some Chinese, get some Chinese people, get some white people, some Jamaicans, Trinidadians, whatnot. Don't want just from one country. You want a little bit of variety they could try for. So, but anyways, that's enough of me. Let's get back into this Maximus. So yeah, Maximus, this ship that they're building here in China, this is off the chain, man. This is going to be the world's largest warship. We're talking 120,000 tons, man. This is going to be bigger than the Ford class, man. Based on everything that we've been seeing, this ship is going to be scary. Now, I don't know how far China's going to take this ship out. Are they taking this ship to Persian Gulf? Probably not. This ship, I think the Chinese, they want these carriers for their neighborhood. They're just going to be good for the South China Sea. I know they could probably go to Persian Gulf or Indian Ocean or the Atlantic, but I know the Chinese are like, damn it, these ships are going to keep these in the South China Sea at all times, protecting us and doing their thing, man. Yeah, I heard about the growler in San Diego. That's crazy. The one that went down in the water. I was watching that video, and that's insane, man. Yeah, things are getting crazy, man. So. So, yeah, Ron, I hope Ron is okay, man. Do your Indian coworkers hate Chinese? No, man. Of course not, Thomas. Because you know what the thing is, Thomas? Is everybody has Chinese shit. Like your phone is Chinese. So how can I hate the Chinese? all my shit in my house, everything in my house here is China, China, China. They build everything, man. Nothing is built in the United States anymore. And if the Chinese get into the U.S. auto market, it's over. Then even the U.S. won't make cars anymore because the Chinese cars are so cheap. And now they're getting so good. Like, the U.S. has to keep the Chinese cars out. Otherwise, they're going to go, their car business will go out of business, man. So it's getting crazy right now, man. It's just like, it's insane, man. Things are getting wild out here. So, you know what I'm saying? It's getting wild. Can't make it up for real, man. Yeah, China's getting crazy, guys. That's what I'm telling you, man. I'll keep telling you this shit. It's unreal. So, yeah, man. It's insane, man. It's insane. So anyways, let's continue on, guys. Let's continue on. Let's do our thing right here. Let's keep this shit going on. Yeah, war is coming, man. Okay, so that's the one take there. Now let's get into the other take. Yeah, the Ukrainians put a drone into Chernobyl. I saw that, man. They're really desperate now, man. Ukraine's really desperate, man. They put a drone into Chernobyl, man. That's insane. Why they did that, man? I think they were mad because Trump is like, yep, that's it. The war is over, man. And the Ukrainians like, no, don't end the war. So, yeah, I heard about, yeah, China's going in hardcore, man. I know they're going hardcore. They're getting ready for war with the United States, man. It's quite obvious that China, they're also building like a Pentagon command center underground. They're building a massive underground command bunker resistant to nuclear attack. So they are totally getting ready for a war, if necessary, with the United States. So they're 100% getting ready. And yeah, the U.S. is not. The U.S. does not want any of that smoke, right? I can tell you right now, they don't want any of that smoke. China is getting ready for a nuclear war with the United States. If you guys checked online, you guys can see the pictures of the Pentagon type complex that the Chinese are building in Beijing. It's all, is it Beijing or Shanghai? I forget where it's at. It's all underground, and it's gonna withstand multiple nuclear strikes. Yeah. So yeah, man. China don't want that smoke. That's right. Yeah, I know no one wants a nuclear war, Maximus. I'm just saying China's getting ready because, you know, every time, you know, if you ever mention anything like, oh man, if that carrier goes down, then if China, so the saying is usually, Maximus, that if China destroys a U.S. aircraft carrier, the only option for the United States is to send a nuclear bomb to China. But the Chinese are now like, man, go ahead. Do it. and they're ready for it. They're like, yeah, just send it over, man. When you guys ready, you send over that nuclear weapon. Because they're building all that shit underground. So they're probably like, oh yeah, you're going to try and take out this dam. You're going to take out our cities. You act like China don't got nuclear weapons, man. So it's things are getting dangerous. But at least Trump, the good thing is, I'll say about Trump is that at least he's going to settle down the Russia-Ukraine war. So Trump is already going to shut that war down. He already talked to Putin. He's like, all right, this is the deal. We're not going to expand NATO. We're not going to come up on your border to Russia. You know, we're not going to give these guys any weapons. You know, you can keep all the territory that you have. So Trump is the kind of guy that I like. He's a deal maker. You know, he cares about his own people. He doesn't care about, like, corporate interest. You know, he cares about the American people. So that's what I like about Trump, you know, and that he's like, forget it. Why am I sending all of my money, my taxpayers' money, to Ukraine? Why? Because BlackRock told me to? Because BlackRock said they want to do some lithium mining. They want the rare earth minerals in Ukraine. You know, come on, man. That's bull. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we will survive. China, yeah, right now, I think, yeah, you're right, Viking Prepper. China has 500 nukes, but they said in about 5 years, China will have 1,000. So in 5 years, China will be at 1,000 nukes. So if China's at 1,000 nukes, I would definitely say you want to take the nuclear game is off the table with China pretty much. If they have 1,000 nukes, and the thing about China is they never signed any type of a nuclear treaty to cap the number of warheads. So yeah. And the computer was doing. Didn't you watch War Games movie and the computer was doing the end of game? Yeah, I saw War Games, man. When I was a kid, the last time I saw that movie, I was a kid. You're talking about 40 years ago, man. But I watched that movie maybe in 1985. I watched War Games. That was a long time ago, man. I was a little kid when I watched that movie, man. And that's the last time I watched it. I only watched it that time. I haven't watched it like again. But I was about 9 or 10 years old when I watched that game showing that movie, and yeah, that's over 40 years old. That tells you how old I am. It tells you I'm about time to retire now. So I'm time to retire. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But it is what it is. This is your Single Man Travel to Asia channel. Single Man Travel to Asia. Brad gets my nomination for Foreign Affairs Minister. Okay, thank you. Single Man Travel to Asia. What do you guys think? That could be my new opening theme song for the Toronto Brad channel. Global thermonuclear war is a game of tic-tac-toe. No one wins. 20. Probably a lot more saber rattling before then. Oh yeah, Doomhauer is in, and perfectly named Doomhauer is in the house, man. Doomhauer is in the house. Thank you. The Doom Hour. The guy's name is perfect. He comes into the chat. We're talking about thermonuclear war. And a guy appropriately named the Hour of Doom comes into the chat. How is that? Is that a coincidence or what? Is that a coincidence or what, man? So yeah, man. Yeah, nobody wins except for the BlackRock and Vanguard. That's why they're like pushing this war with Russia, man. They're down with that because they're like, yeah, they don't care if it goes nuclear because, like you say, they all got their bunkers. They're going to get their rare earth minerals. We'll all be dead, but, they can make us some lithium cars or something like that. I don't know, man. So, yeah. They're the ones pushing us into this global war. But thankfully, like I said, Trump came in. And Trump has got common sense. Trump said, listen, man, Trump trade up. He came up and he went to Ukraine. He said, listen to Ukraine. He said, Ukraine, he said, listen up here, Ukraine. You ain't getting into NATO. All right, that's number one. He said, you're not getting any of that land back that Russia has. You're not getting that back. That's number two. There ain't going to be no U.S. troops on the ground in Ukraine. So he was very clear. He said it straight up. He said, listen, man, you ain't going to get no U.S. troops in there. You ain't getting no more weapons. You ain't getting into NATO. So all of this fantasy, the fantasy of trying to get us all into a thermonuclear war with Russia, that fantasy is over. That ain't happening. Oh man, actually now you're making me want to see that movie. I might have to check out and watch that movie later tonight. I would like to watch that movie, War Games, man. Let me see if I can pull up which channel I can watch War Games on. I'll watch it tonight. What channel can I watch that on? What channel is War Games on, guy? What channel is it on? Does anybody watch War Games? I'm going to see what channel it's on. I'll watch it again. I haven't watched that movie in over 40 years. Oh, it's on Amazon. Perfect. It's on Amazon Prime. There you go, man. Yeah. There it is. Okay, so it's on Amazon Prime. So after I'm finished here with this, podcast, I'll go and watch War Games. It's on Amazon, so I can watch it. Oh, man, Hunt for Red October. I haven't watched Hunt for Red October in a long time. Hunt for Red October... Such a good movie, man. Hunt for Red October. Again, one of my favorite movies, man. Maybe I'll watch Hunt for Red October, man. Cloak and Dagger. Oh, damn. Did you guys ever watch Cloak and Dagger? I watched that movie as a kid, too. Oh, my God. When that movie came out, oh, man. What an awesome movie. Also on Amazon Prime. Wow. Oh, man. I like that. Dabney Coleman. Did you guys ever watch Cloak and Dagger? Shit, man. Cloak and Dagger, 11 years. I watched that movie when I was a kid, man. That's over 40 something years ago, man. Dabney Coleman, damn. Love that movie, man. I might have to watch Cloak and Dagger, man. I love Cloak and Dagger. Oh, that's such a it bring back a nostalgia, when I used to watch that. Shit. Cloak and Dagger. Might have to watch that, man. Yeah, man. Fun. Yeah, this is such a good movie, man. Gotta watch that, man. I seen it, yeah, Cloak and Dagger, man. Hunting Red October. Crimson Tide, yeah, Crimson Tide. Yeah, now you guys got me reminiscing, man. You guys got me reminiscing from my youth, man. When I used to watch all these movies, man. Shit, so many good movies. Amazon got a lot of good movies, guys. You guys gotta get in that shit, man. Got a lot of good movies on there. Oh, man. It's crazy. Anyways, let's continue on, guys. I'm glad that we got to break it up, guys. Actually, I think we'll switch it up to a single man travel to Asia, guys. We'll switch it up, man, because we about single man travel to Asia. We ain't about war games. Let's get this war games nonsense out of here, guys. Let's get back into our real deal. Let's get back into single man travel to Asia, guys. We all about that single man travel to Asia. Let's look for a nice Chinese lady. Let's get a nice Chinese lady up in this house, boy. What you think about that? Get some nice Chinese lady. That's what I'm talking about right there. So yeah, man. Oh, Elliot was okay. There you go, man. He was on a run then, eh? He had a run of movies that he was doing that he was getting there, and he was pretty famous, I guess, because he was in E.T. and he was in Cloak and Dagger. Like those are two of my movies from my childhood. I remember, guys. When I saw E.T., you guys will not believe this, but I'm gonna tell you right now. When I went to see E.T., I went to see E.T. It was in a. You guys might not have heard about this. There was something back when I was a kid. There was called a drive-in theater, and we would drive your car, and then you would go into this thing like it's like a big parking lot in front of like a big screen, and then you would get like a little speaker you could put inside your car, and you could listen to the movie. So when I was 6 or 7 years old, I don't know how old I was, 6, 7, something like that. I went to see E.T. at a drive-in theater, and yo, you have a drive-in theater in Memphis? Okay, nice. But I didn't know that they still have. Yo, you watched it too? You watched it? You guys watched it in the drive-in too? Okay, yeah. So I went to see it at a drive-in. I didn't go to see it in a regular theater. I went to see E.T. in the drive-in. It was really amazing. It's a great experience, man. So yeah, man, drive-in theaters. I don't even know if they even have drive-in theaters anymore. But Thomas Crown says they still have them, the drive-in theaters. So yeah, man, it's epic, man. Yeah, yeah. I think I went to see it. I was in a what kind of car was I driving in at that time? I think it was a station wagon. It was just a disgusting station wagon. I went to see it. So I don't know exactly the make, but it's 1980 something, 81 or 82. So it was not probably a very pretty station wagon. Did you get a? I was like 7 years old, Maximus. I was just a baby. You're talking. This is about 43 years ago. I went 44 years ago. When was ET? 44 years ago, something like that. 45 years ago. So yeah, man, it was a long time ago. I was just a little kid, man. I was 45 what years. 81. When was that movie come out? 81 or 82? I can't remember exactly what year it was. It was either 80, 81, 82. I don't exactly remember the year. But yeah, man. Yeah, summer of 82. Okay. Yeah, there you go, man. It's a long time ago, man. It's a long time ago. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, I feel yeah, man. This is a single man travel to Asia channel. We talk about going to Thailand. You guys ever go to Thailand? We go to Philippines. You know what I'm talking about? And we get the girls with the nice, nice little Filipina bodies. It's a Filipina. So if you guys ever go out to Philippines, this is what I'm rolling out here with. You guys can see what I'm talking about. This is my this is it. You know, I go they call me the granny chaser because I'm always got them girls with them big old flapjacks. They're like, "Guy, you always have these girls with these big flapjacks, boy." You know. You were 10. Oh, that means you're about 3 years older than me. If you were 10, then you were about 3 years older than me. I didn't turn. No, you're about 2 years older than me. So you're 2 years older than me then, because that means you're about 52 years old, and I'm 50. So that makes sense then. Yeah, you were 10. I was. I didn't turn 10 until 1984. So I was in 1982. I was turning 8. So there you go. They call me the granny chaser. They say, "God, why you always go for granny?" I used to have this granny. I don't know if you guys know this girl. Her name was Nita. I used to bring her into the chat. She used to come into the chat sometimes, and we talked at that time. I used to do some vlogging with her. She was all right. Nita was cool. I met up with her when I was in the Philippines. But this girl here is April Islander girl. She's all right. She's a cool chick. Not too bad. I can't complain. She also king of the flapjacks, boy. God, this girl's got massive flapjack. You guys take a look at this thing she got here. Look at the size of those things, boy. She got some big old flapjacks, boy. Got them big old flap. If you in the flapjacks, guys, this is the channel for you. Yo, man. They call me Drippy, and they're like, "Why they call you Drippy?" And then I had to tell you guys that when I was out there in the Philippines and I rolled up on this girl, I went in raw. I went in raw dog. You guys don't know what raw dog is. I went in wet and wild. I went in slip and slide, boy. And I think, you know what? Guys, let's do this up properly here. We on this shit tonight, boys. Let's do this shit right, guys. We on this shit tonight, guys. Let's make shit fun tonight, guys. Let's make some shit. Let's make some shit fun tonight, boys. Let's do it up, boys. I got this, and I want to make it right. Let's make some money tonight. Let's go in tonight. You know what I'm talking about. Let's do it up, boy. Are you ready for this shit here? Let's do it up, man. Let's go in hardcore tonight. Let's raise the roof. You know what I'm talking about? Let's raise the roof, boys. Let's bring it home for daddy, boys. Let's do it one time. I got it right here. We're gonna go in Jamaican style, boy. I don't mess around. We're gonna do it up. Let's go in, guys. There you go. We're ready to roll, man. We're ready to roll, homies. Let's do it up, man. We can do it up one time, guys. Let's roll it out one time, man. We're gonna roll it out one time, guys. So, yeah. Captain is in the house, man. How is the bar fine? And actually, when I was in Angeles City, I was rolling with this girl here in Pampanga. So I was rolling with the granny. So I didn't deal with no bar fine. I was rolling with this granny with some big old saggy flapjacks. You know. So I didn't have to deal with no bar fine, man. I was dealing with them saggy flapjacks, boy. No, it's not an Appleton Estate. It's not the Appleton Estate. This is Captain Morgan, boy. We going in Jamaican rum, boy. Smooth finish Jamaican rum, boy. Captain Morgan. It's not real Jamaican rum. It's made in Canada, but we know it's the spirit is the spirit of Jamaica. The spirit of Jamaica. They can't put Jamaica on it because they're brewing this shit, or they're malting it or whatever. They're doing it in Canada, so they can't even say it's Jamaica. You know, what's the proof on this shit? 35 proof, man. 70 proof. Spiced. There you go, boys. I'm buffering. Am I buffering? Hold on a second here. I didn't think I'm buffering. Let me check here. See. I'm buffering. I didn't know I'm buffering. 1 second here. You like them saggy flapjacks, boy. You go in for Nita, boy. Nita bringing the house down with the saggies. The saggy flapjacks, boy. We don't do that. We don't do it up, boy. Alright, guys. This is your boy, the T.O. Single Man Travel to Asia channel, man. We going in, guys. Yeah, man. Save Nita, man. Nita's a nice lady. I like Nita. She's a good lady, but Nita, every second she needs money, man. I'm like, man, just leave me alone, man. This girl's always bugging me for money, man. So I need money. I need money. I'm working too hard to hand over my cash to some Filipina. And I help her out so many times, man. I can't be helping everybody out all the time. I can't help everybody out all the time, you know. I meet a nice Filipina here and there. I can help them out a little bit, but I can't be helping every Filipina. She wants $2,000 to escape slavery. I'm like, I'm not giving you $2,000. It took me 6 months to save $3,000 to go to Thailand. And she's like, I want $2,000 to get freed from slavery in Dubai. I told her not to go to Dubai. She don't want to listen to me. I said, hey, I told you not to go there. And then you're getting at me. You want me to give you $2,000 so you can pay your contract off and tell me you're going to pay it back? No, I'm not buffering. It's not buffering for me. It's your phone. Maybe something... You want me to tell you the clap story? Yo, Maximus, just get it. Just come out and come in. No, there's nothing buffering. I'm watching it right now. There's no buffering on it. Just come out, turn your phone off, or restart, or come back into the chat. Yeah, she knows you're a sugar daddy. I'm poor, man. I'm black. I'm not rich. I know. I look white. I ain't white. I ain't. I'm not the master race, man. I'm just a black guy. I don't know why she thinks I don't know why she thinks I got money, man. She's out of her mind. She thinks I'm rich, boy. I'm just a black guy. I'm just a poor black guy. I just struggle every day doing my thing, man. I ain't even in this shit, man. So, man. Anyways, let's get it. Let's okay, so you want to hear the clap story. All right, let me give you guys the clap story, guys. I will give you a detailed breakdown of the clap story so you guys never let it happen to you guys. Don't be like me. Don't be like me, man. Let me see if I can give you. Let's get the clap story going so at least that way, you know, you guys can avoid being like Toronto bred. So let's get the story going here. So I'll start off with this picture right here. So guys, this lady here, this beautiful lady right here, is April Islander girl, and the story was that when I was introduced with April Islander girl here, this was during the pandemic. So at that time, I was not able to travel. So I decided to just stay home, and I would just talk online. I would talk on Facebook. I would talk on Instagram. Whoever would talk, because I couldn't do anything. Couldn't go outside. Everything was shut down, so there was nothing to do, and everybody was bored out of their mind. I wasn't able to go downtown or do anything really. And I was online, and I was on a forum. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this forum. Um, it's a forum for the guys. I forget exactly what it's called. What was the forum called? It's a forum for guys that like big flapjacks. I forget what the name of that forum was called. What the hell? It's yeah, but anyway, it's a forum for guys that like big flapjacks. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up here, guys. Just give me 1 second. Um, uh, okay, well, I don't think I can say the name of the forum on the YouTube anyway, because I think the forum was a bit is not exactly family friendly. This forum that I heard of her, something like that. Yeah, it's a yeah something like that. That's kind of I forget the name of the forum. Um, I'm trying to get the name of this forum. Oh yeah, there it is. It's called Flapjacks in Tops. So the forum that I was on is called Flapjacks in Tops, or TITS in Tops Forum. So that's the forum. I was in there, so I was just chatting with other guys. We talk about girls and stuff like that. We talk about, you meet girls here and there, and so that was the forum that I was in. I can't say the name on YouTube, obviously, but it's let's just call it Dits. Dits in Tops is the name of the forum. I'll call it Dits. DITS in Tops Forum. And I was there, and I'll just chat with other guys, and they post pictures and this and that, and they post pictures of girls and this and that. And I was in one forum where they were talking about a medical condition. I don't know if you guys know, they were talking about a medical condition that makes the flapjacks get very big. And one of the guys, as they're posting pictures, they're all posting pictures and pictures. Somebody posted a picture of April Islander girl. And so that's how I first found out about her. I actually found out about her on a corn forum, a forum of corn corny guys, corny guys forum. That's how I actually found her. So that's the forum. That's in Tops forum. That's where I found her, and yeah. She was in there. I didn't know. I don't think she was. She was not going by the name April Islander girl at that time, in that forum. No. freak, guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, I saw so we were talking about these medical condition that make the girls flapjacks enormous and saggy. So as we were going through the pictures, we're posting page after page after page of pictures, and this is my girl, or I know this girl, or have you seen this girl? You know, you just talk like that. It's just a guy thing, or you posting girls and you talking like, oh, you seen this girl? This girl, yo, her flapjacks are enormous. And so it was going on page after page after page. And then eventually somebody posted April's picture. And now here's the thing, on this forum, you think you guys here be like, well, April, she's got big flapjacks, but in the forum that I'm on, these are the small flapjacks. These guys were like, that's small. They're like, she doesn't have no medical condition. So the guys in the forum that I was on were like, yo, this girl is just got like small flapjacks. They were like, those are small flapjacks. They're not big. And we like them huge, like just like a medical disaster, basically. We want them flapjacks like a total medical disaster. They need medical care. That's how bad it is. That's what these guys want. Like, this is the kind of guys that I was dealing with on that forum. So then when they saw April, they were like, why did you post this? Nobody want to see this. I mean, this girl don't got no flapjacks at all. So, yeah, so they posted her picture, and I was just kind of curious. I wasn't interested or anything like that, because to me, she looked flat. I mean, she didn't look like she didn't have nothing. Because I'm looking at girls that have medical condition where they have to get a surgery to reduce the size of the flapjacks. They're so enormous. But this one didn't have no issue. I was like, she's almost like a flat chick. But I was just curious. So I saw that the guy posted her name, and then I did a Google search. Not a Google search. Did I do a Google search? Where I searched on Instagram, and I saw her pictures on Instagram, and I just followed her by chance. But when I followed her, so here's the thing. When I followed her on Instagram, so a day or two later, she followed me back, and she started sending me a message. So I was like, what? I was kind of shocked. You know, usually with these Instagram girls, I don't know if you guys know on Instagram, none of these girls got no time for you unless you're giving them everything they want. They want thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, they want this, they want that, you know. So if you get no girl on Instagram, you're going to get drained, man. You don't want to deal with no girl on Instagram. But the mistake that I made was that she was in the Philippines. I thought, oh, she's in the Philippines. She can't drain me. She's a Filipino. She a poor girl. She can't touch my bank account. You know, I got a lot of money, and she could try, but she ain't gonna get far. But you know, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. So I paid the price, you know. So yeah, that's the story of how I met April. So we started talking, and again, this is during the pandemic time. And we started talking for months and months, and then we would not just talk. I would also do like a video call with her now and then. If you guys want to see, maybe I can show you guys what the video call would look like with April. So I'll just give here 1 second here. I'll see if I can pull up a video call with April so you guys can see what that looked like. I'll show you guys. So then what happened is, I'll show you guys the video call. Do I have a video call here I can show you guys? So I will show you guys the video call, what it looked like when I was video chatting with April. So you guys can see that. Oh, damn. I don't know if I can show you guys this, but I'll show you guys the picture here with April. Just give me 1 second here. When I used to video chat with her. Let me see if I can, I have to make the picture like a friendly for you guys here. Mm, 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 mm. So this is what this is what it would look like when I was video chatting with April. I have to put this picture from a way back, but you guys could see what I was dealing with when I was with April. So this would be the extent of our video call. This would be like the video call right there when I used to video call her. You guys can see that. Take a look there. Take a look. That's the video call footage when I video call with April. So I would go back and forth and we would video call and all this. And, I'd just talk and we would just like that chill and video talk. And then I'd just do my thing and then I'd go to sleep. And, I would help. And then she'd say, hey, listen, man, I need some money. My kids are in school. I got to buy uniforms, man. I have the full, but I cannot show. I can't show you Wild because it's obviously my YouTube would be gone if I show you that. So yeah, I cannot show you the full, but maybe I can show you some other one. Let me see if I have another video here I can show you that's like more family friendly. Maybe I have a family friendly video that I have here. So there you go. This is the family friendly part of the video right here. There's a family friendly. You can see me in the picture there. I'm just chilling out in the corner. And, so there's me. I'm just like, you know, April was pushing for us. Yeah, that's right, man. There's April. There's me chilling. She's in the bathroom there. I'm just, yeah. So. I'm trying to find some videos that I can show you guys. Because most of the videos that I have is not, I cannot show you guys. It's videos that I have here is like X-rated kind of thing. So I can't even show you guys. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So, so yeah, I did get it. So yes, okay. Anyways, let's continue on with the story. So yeah, so I would talk with her every day. We were talking. She'd message me at work. She'd message me all day during work. She'd be messaging me when I get home. She'd be video calling me, and yeah, man, I was enjoying. Man, I was enjoying getting the chance to talk to her. So yeah, man, I was really happy to chit chat with her from time to time. But you know, that was life, man. So, anyways, what happened is eventually I did book the flight and I did go out to meet her when the pandemic ended. Actually, initially I was going to go to Dubai. So, you guys may not have heard of Dubai, but I'll give you guys a breakdown. So, Dubai is this city in the Middle East. It's kind of like like a tourist type of a mecca. So a lot of people from Europe and North America go there for a vacation, get a little bit of a authentic Middle Eastern and Arabian experience. And basically, the city was built from scratch with a lot of slave labor, and it's like a really nice kind of luxurious type of city, it's like type of vibe there. So, because of the pandemic and we weren't able to travel, Dubai was one of those cities that you could actually travel to during the pandemic with very little restrictions during the COVID pandemic. So I made a plan so that we could meet up there, and then I'm singing. We'll be live from the auto show. Oh right, auto show tomorrow. All right, man, Vasily. Thank you for popping into my live stream tonight, man. Yeah, this live stream has been all over the place. I was gonna be doing it on the aircraft carrier, the Chinese. The Chinese are working on this, the Type 004, the nuclear powered aircraft carrier. 120,000 tons, the biggest aircraft carrier ever built. The Chinese are working on it. The pictures that we're looking at are over 1 year old. So we're looking at pictures over 1 year old. Meanwhile, that aircraft carrier could almost be the full, like the hull assembly might even be complete by now, because we were looking at just one module, and the module is for a very, very big ship. So that's what we were saying, 120,000. It's going to be bigger than the Ford class, so very big ship. But yeah, man, auto show is cool, man. I hope you're able to see some Chinese electric cars. See some Chinese lady. See a beautiful Chinese lady. You know what I'm talking about? I know. At the auto show, if there's a Chinese car, guaranteed there's a Chinese lady. A very, very pretty Chinese lady. And if you go there, Vasily, just make sure to get some pictures, get some video of all the girls that are modeling the cars. I hope the girls modeling are looking like this girl. So pretty. A pretty Chinese lady. That's what I'm talking about. I hope, Vasily, when you go there, you see some nice girls like that. Take some video. Oh, you're going to live stream? What time is your live stream, Vasily? And I hope the snowstorm don't catch you tomorrow. I heard there's going to be a big snowstorm. So make sure that you dress, very warm and you stay safe, Vasily. But, yeah, man. Chinese lady. So many beautiful Chinese lady. And you know what makes me so mad, Vasily? All these guys from Africa roll out to China and they're taking all the Chinese ladies. All these African guys. They're going there to Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Kunming. You know what I'm saying? They're taking all the Chinese ladies. All the pretty Chinese ladies got African guys now. So good luck getting a Chinese lady. You know what I'm saying? That's the dream is over. If you had the dream, that dream is already done, guys. There ain't no more Chinese ladies for you. You ain't getting no Chinese ladies. All gone. Very pretty Chinese lady. No Chinese lady for you. No Chinese wife, guys. You ain't getting no Chinese wife. Forget it. Shit's done. You're getting played out right there, man. No Chinese wife for you, man. Anyways, let me continue on here. Take a look, see what else is going down. So yeah, man. Anyways, guys, I started this stream talking about aircraft carriers, and I don't know how it went from aircraft carriers to talking about flapjacks. But I guess it's par for the course, because they do call me single man travel to Asia. So I went from talking about aircraft carrier, total displacement, anti-aircraft avoidance, and area denial. You know what I'm saying? And I went to talking about flapjacks. I don't know how that happens, man. I don't know how that... No, there's not 5 Africans in China, guy. There's whole African cities in Shenzhen and Guangzhou. There's whole African cities, Guangzhou and Shenzhen, and all of those guys have Chinese wife. I can show you. I can prove it to you. All right, you want to go that way, Maximus? All right, give me 1 second. Let me show you guys right here. I'm going to show you right here. You're going to understand why you got to be like that. Why you got to be like that, Maximus. Be good. Be a good boy. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's see Africans in China. Africans in China. China. Africans in Guangzhou. Holy crow. Look at this here, guys. Africans in Guangzhou. 100,000 Africans in Guangzhou. Africans in Guangzhou. 100,000 Africans living in Guangzhou. Most of them are transient or staying for a short time. Wow. That's crazy. They speak English, French, Igbo. That's a lot of Africans in China, man.